Let me just read this so I can let y'all get out of here. God gave me this morning. Don't count the cost of going forward. Count the cost of going back. Now, I want to help somebody today. Don't count. What do I mean by that? Somebody told me, you got Jalen in college? That's 50 grand. He a senior. Jada about to come. You got a freshman and a senior at the same time? That's $100,000. I said, what? I never even thought. I didn't even put the two together. You got a sick mind. You sick. You talking about what? Do you know how much it would cost if my child ain't in college? You know how much it would cost if my child was on the street doing nothing? Do you know what it would cost if my daughter got caught in a relationship she didn't need to be in? Do you know what it cost if my daughter was idle? Do you know what it cost if my son ain't home doing nothing? He's an African-American male. You know what it looked like he get caught somewhere and he ain't in college? You know what it looked like if he at the crib not doing nothing? He with Coach Izzo. He traveling the world with Michigan State University. They in the Final Four. I'm willing to pay for that. My daughter is at Michigan State. My daughters are studying abroad. I fit $100,000. What? I'm not counting the cost of how much it's going to take to move forward. I'm worried about how much it's going to cost to go backwards. Have you lost your mind? Oh no, you didn't lose your mind. You're not a king. You're not a queen. You don't think like kings think. You don't think like queens think. Okay, let's just stop here. I got a couple more things I want to say, but I just want to make sure we're clear. Do you know what David would have done if he could have reversed it? David would have went to war. Matter of fact, let me just put it to you like this. David would have done what comes natural to David. And David, just in case y'all, because you don't study the Bible and you only know American history, you may be confused. In American history, the president just run their mouth. They don't go to war. Their kids don't go to war. They just run their mouth. Back in the day, the king had to be on the front line. Oh, y'all missed what I just said. You missed what I just said. You got to catch the point. The point is, if the king got to be on the front line with his kids, he's making different types of decisions about going to war. It's easy to go to war when you ain't got to be on the front line. It's easy to be on the front line when your kid ain't got to be on the front line with you. It's easy when your kids are protected. See, we thought Prince Harry, we thought something was wrong with my man. It wasn't nothing wrong with my man. My man said, I want to go to war. I want to learn how to fight. Why? Because we run this and I want them to see us. I want them to see me in every position. Number one, just in case you missed it, most of you are not where you're supposed to be because you count how much it costs to go forward and when you should be counting how much it costs to go backwards. Can I just say this to y'all too, for those of you who are in poverty, and you shouldn't be, because you are supposed to be the and not the. One more time. Let's stay in the money part. That's right, but let's go in the money part. You're supposed to be you're supposed to be and not a. No, I'm just saying, y'all, we talk that talk. We're supposed to be lenders and not borrowers. And then we dog the world out, but we got to send our babies there because we ain't got no money. No, you letting people educate your babies that you dog out because you're not in the financial position to. They gave your baby a scholarship, so you had to go, you sent them somewhere that you really don't want them, but because economically the enemy had the money to. So you don't even believe what they believe, but because of money, you over there with them even though you don't believe. You don't believe they got your best interest at heart, but you still. We're supposed to be the and not the. And you're supposed to be a lender because war costs. All right. Don't think they're over there fighting by themselves. Last time I looked, people was giving billions of dollars to them and giving them weapons. War costs. Even war ain't free. And when people start paying, they want some favors in return. So that's why you need to be with godly people, because godly people don't want no favors. Why? Because godly people know they ain't do it in the first place. It came from God. You just was a vessel that God used. Are you listening to what I'm trying to tell you? And so the reason why you counting is because you're not where you're supposed to be financially. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your faith and being where you're supposed to be. Okay, let me just say it this way so you can get it. Don't nobody got no, like, they ain't passing money out. Like when your bills get paid, you ain't sent money to nobody. It's just all digital. It's not paper, it's digital. So since it's digital, start thinking digitally. Like the earth is mine and the fullness thereof. Why? Because it belongs to your daddy, so it belongs to you. So I just want to read this real quick. I want to catch it. And I hope you caught what I just said. A lot of y'all making decisions around money that shouldn't even be made. And if you don't have it, cool, but at least have the faith to say, we're not counting backwards, we counting forwards. Watch this one. I'll pay any amount to go forward. It's dangerous and it's costly to go backwards. Y'all keep missing it. You keep missing it. It ain't yours in the first place. This is a gift that God gave me. All right, so I want to give y'all a quick story. This is a gift that God gave me. So there were some challenges that happened in the church, right? I wasn't necessarily, doing, I guess, what people thought I should be doing. Watch this now. God been saying this through my wife all week. God not only orders your steps, he orders your stops. She's been saying that all week to me. God does not only order your steps, he orders your stops. So there was a point that God allowed the church to stop me from ministering in the church. Now y'all gotta hear what I'm saying. So I remember there was a time that the church stopped me, and I was talking to my wife and I was like, sweetheart, this ain't right, and I ain't do nothing, and I ain't whatever. She was like, hold up. Did they stop you or did God stop you? I'm like, okay, well, it must have been God. She said, then if God stopped you, then stop. Why are you fighting to get to a church that God didn't stop you from? He didn't stop you from the whole denomination. Quit. First it was one region and another, there was the whole Oakwood was everything. You just got to stop. And now go to the world. But watch this. They ain't really stop you because the babies can watch you on YouTube. So they still got a way to get to you. They ain't stop nothing. So do what God told you to do in the interim. And then once I did what God told me to do in the interim, 5 years later, Oakwood called me. And God said, I open it back up, get your butt back in there and go in there with power. Yeah. Oh, you missed what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is that God, you are a steward only of God's stuff. And when you ain't stewarding God's stuff, you out of place and you out of line. And when you out of line, now you on the rooftop. And guess what happened when you get on the rooftop? God goes, no, please, you missed what I just said. When you go to war, when you strap up and you go to war, the presence of the Holy Ghost is right there with you when you at war. And then when you go on the rooftop, have your way. Now I'm gonna say it one more time. I know you feeling it, but I want to make sure you feel it. If you would have got out that bed and you would have got with Joab and you would have got with the king's men and you would have got with the whole army of Israel and you would have suited up with them, the Holy Ghost was right there with you. The angels was with you. And when you fought, they fought on your behalf. But when you were somewhere doing what you ain't had no business doing, the Holy Ghost was like, I'm going to sit over here and I'm going to let you do you. Why? Because you are not where you are supposed to be. You going backwards when you should be going forward. And you sitting in here with the audacity saying God has forsaken you and God has left you. The devil is a lie. You going backwards and he ain't co-signing that foolishness. He has not left you. He has not forsaken you, but he is not about to co-sign that foolishness.
you wasting in your sleep, your body, your sleep, your mind still catch up, warface your mind. It's some appellation. There is a problem. Battleground so easy so easy to say going to it. I wanna you to reprone brain. Tell yourself that tomorrow you go today, you got once today. The journey just pieces that you have to thought choose to enjoy those pieces, to have fun during. You know you are going to come out other and being the personal wanted to be. You are going to see before everybody else does. That the can I gadget your self approval. That's very area, ladies and gentlemen. That's the most people get stuck that they are and they never move out of they are why think our not approving dream out of not feeling can contribute that many of never live up ourselves because we never had anybody to believe us, and because you are does not come from deeper of being hard work for yourself, trying to find who are you by doing things you will never find. You will find who you are by doing because of difficult between you two determination of your everyone hits the battleground. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe.